Francisco Giants in town, second place in the National League West. This is a good-looking ball club, some really strong pitching. Let's take a look at their profile, 36-28, 4 back of the Dodgers in a wild card lead. They're tied with the Mets. Outstanding ERA, opponents batting average, look at that, third, fifth in batting, and 11th in scoring. And they get it done against lefty starters. Mike, your thoughts on this ball club?
Well, I think clearly they're going to lean on their pitching. That is the strength of their club. They do have some quality hitters in their lineup. And, yes, offensively they've done okay, but it's been their pitching that has been dominant for the Giants this year. So the other part of it, too, is talking about their offense. You mentioned a 14-7 against left-handers. Vargas is going to have to bounce back and pitch a little bit better than he has the last 2 outings. But when you look at the Giants, they're just a solid club all the way around. For Jason tonight, I think Buster Posey, let's keep that guy in check because Cabrera is going to be difficult to hold him down. He is getting his hits.
Melky's been really something here this season. Let's take a look at our Lexus pitching matchup. It's a good one. Jason Vargas against Ryan Vogelsong. Vogelsong's the guy with his second stint with the Giants, had pitched in Japan. Vargas, he needs to come up really big here tonight.
He does. He's going to have to match Ryan Vogelsong. Vogelsong has been a hot pitcher for the Giants, so Jason has to get back on track. His last 2 outings, giving up 9 hits in each of them. He gave up 4 runs, and then he gave up 5. So for Jason, the big thing for him is having to keep the ball on the ground. If he can get the ball on the ground here in this ballpark, use his good defense, that will certainly bode well. And see if he can get some quality outs early in the game so he can keep his pitch count down. Do not walk the Giants. Again, it comes back to hitting within scoring position. Try to limit the opportunities that they have.
Indeed. It's Felix Hernandez bobblehead night. We got a good crowd on hand, a lot of orange and black. The Giant fans are in town. Hopefully the Mariner fans will be able to outshout them on this Friday evening at the Dave Niehaus statue. Glad you're with us. Mariner baseball, it's against the San Francisco Giants. First pitch is straight ahead.
brought to you by CenturyLink, a different kind of communications company. CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Banner Bank, better ideas, better banking. And by the Emerald Queen Casino. Get ready for some cowboy rock with Ronnie Dunn, July 28th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. Welcome out here to the Pen. Brad Adam with you here in center field. And talking about the Giants, of course, this weekend's opponent for the Mariners. They moved from the Polo Grounds and New York. We know that out west to San Francisco. And this team, this franchise, just continued to win. Here's Jen Mueller with a look back at the very impressive history of the Giants.
The San Francisco Giants are one of the oldest and most decorated franchises in baseball history, and it's a story that began all the way back in 1883. See, they weren't always the Giants of San Francisco. They started out as the New York Gothams from 1883 to 1885 before changing to the Giants. They stayed in Manhattan until the close of the 1957 season. During their 70-year run in New York, the Giants collected 14 pennants, 5 World Series championships, and 2 of the most memorable plays in baseball history.
There's a left back. It's going to be, I believe, the Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant. The Giants won the pennant.
Thompson's unforgettable blast to clinch the 1951 National League pennant ranks among the top of baseball lore. But right alongside the shot heard around the world is the catch.
There's a long drive way back in center field. Way back. It is.
The Giants moved to the West Coast in 1958 and brought along that storied tradition while making some memorable moments of their own.
And the pitch is left. Strike 3 quarters. No hitter.
The Giants' legacy is unsurpassed. 129 Major League seasons, 10,631 wins, the most in baseball history, 66 Hall of Famers, and 21 National League pennants. But it took until Wednesday night and pitcher Matt Cain for the Orange and Black to record the first perfect game in franchise history.
All right, Jen, thank you very much. And again, no Kane this series, but look what they've done. Man, over 10,000 wins, as Jen mentioned. 21 pennants, ties him with the Dodgers. 66 Hall of Famers, that's the most ever. 18 World Series appearances, tied for second most for the Dodgers and the Cardinals. These guys know winning, and they're winning again this year. Second place behind the Dodgers in the NL West. We get you set for Game 1 of the 3-game series. Lineups first pitch next with Dave and Mike. Keep it here on Root Sports.
Francisco Giants in town. Jason Vargas first pitch in there for a called strike to Gregor Blanco. Glad you're with us. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports Crew. San Francisco Giants in for a weekend series as interleague play continues for the Mariners against the NL West. Vargas is ahead 0-2. 66 degrees. One of the finer days we've had here in Seattle. A lot of clouds right now, but a lot of blue sky earlier today. Wind southwest at 4. The 0-2 back up the middle. Snagged by Vargas. 1 out. Take a look at the rest of the Giant batting order.
Following Blanco, it'll be Ryan Theriot, the veteran, hitting second. Then it's Cabrera. He has been hot for the Giants all year. Look at that average, 363 for Cabrera. There's Posey, Pagan, Sandoval, the third baseman, hitting 6. Belt, Arias, and Justin Christian completed the 8th and hitting 9th. Numbers for Vargas on the year. Good ERA to 3.90. He has struggled a little bit in his last few outings. Last outing against the Dodgers, giving up 5 earned runs. So for Jason, he needs to get back to working at the count, which he did to Blanco and had an easy ground ball. Use his cutter a little bit more and get back to that really good changeup.
Vargas at 7-5, a 3.90 record. His last 4 home starts, 1-2 with a no decision. 3.32 ERA. Ryan Theriot, veteran middle infielder.
Think of the San Francisco Giants, and most of the time you think of the great pitching, which they still have, but you also think of a struggling offense. But you look at their lineup, they have some pretty good batting averages in their lineup. Starting off with Blanco at 274, and now you have Theriot at 260. And of course, Cabrera has been a great pickup for them, hitting third. He's waiting on deck.
Mariners trying to get something going here. They win last week against the Dodgers a week ago tonight, 1-0. Kyle Seager RBI. Ichiro got aboard, stole second, scored on a late base hit. That was the combined no-hitter. 6 pitchers got together. Since then, ball club's lost 5 games in a row. And the numbers have not been pretty. 3-2 here. There's a drive into right center field. Gutierrez is there for the second out.
Nice gliding catch from Gutierrez out in center field. Take a look at the rest of the defense. Saunders in left field. Ichiro is out in right. On the infield, Seager at third base. Brendan Ryan had the last couple of nights off. He is back at shortstop. Ackley, the second baseman. Justin Smoke over at first. And Miguel Oliva also with a couple of nights off. He is back behind the plate. You take a look at the pitches for Jason Vargas. And when he throws them, a lot of two-seam fastballs for him.
Swinging a miss to Cabrera, leading hitter in the National League. Tied for second in runs. He's the hit leader. And he's the triples leader. He's having a fantastic first 65 games.
You never know when it's going to click, Dave. And the New York Yankees, where he started, they really thought he was going to be a great player. And he went off to Atlanta from there and ended up with Kansas City for a while. And here he is with the Giants and has really come into his own, hitting third in this lineup. Had a good year last year. And just able to pick it up, hitting in the middle of the lineup for the Giants. Been a productive hitter for him. But it took him a little while.
Pops this one up. It's playable. Coming in Seager. And a very good start for Jason Vargas. Mariners in search of a win. They've lost 5 in a row here at home. Trying to turn things around against the Giants. Ichiro will lead things off when we get back. get to see Franklin Gutierrez back in the lineup for the Mariners since he's recovered. Let's take a look at the rest of the lineup. Mike has it for you.
Eric Wedge still trying to find things. Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron, but Ichiro will lead things off. Need to get him going. But Franklin Gutierrez last night hitting 8th, tonight moving up. He will hit second in the lineup to switch things up, get a few of the lefties, spread them out a little bit. Seager, Montero, Saunders moving up. He will hit this smoke 6th. Then Ackley drops down to 7th. Olivo and Brendan Ryan will round out the 9th for the Mariners. So some changes in the lineup for Eric Wedge. Take a look at the numbers for Vogelsong. He has been a hot pitcher so far this year. 5-2 record, ERA at a 2.26. Good fastball, 90-92 miles an hour. We use a cutter. His best pitch is probably his curveball. Also mix in a changeup.
Vogelsong, a all-star a year ago. First pitch to Ichiro in there for called strike 1. Joe West, home plate umpire. Sam Holbrook at first, Andy Fletcher at second, and Rob Drake at third. Ichiro coming off a 1-for-5 performance last night against San Diego. Slaps one down to the shortstop Arias. Throws over to Brendan Belt for the first out.
Routine play for Arias at short. Take a look at the rest of the defense for the Giants. In the outfield, Cabrera in left. Pagan, he can go get it in center field. And Blanco made a great catch in the no-hitter for Kane. He is out in right. Sandoval, the third baseman. Arias and Terrio up the middle. Brandon Belt, the first baseman for the Giants. And the all-star Buster Posey is behind the plate. Take a look at the pitches that Vogelsong will feature. A lot of four-seam fastballs, 39%. You can see the curveball at 18%. Mix in that changeup. We'll also use a cutter.
Throws a strike to Gutierrez. Goody last night batted 8th in his 2012 debut. Went 1-for-2 with a run scored and an RBI. Ball misses.
Had a good conversation with Eric Wedge today about the lineup change, and he said he would have, in a perfect world, preferred to wait a little bit of time and let Franklin get settled in, but he said he feels like he needs to get the veteran up towards the top of the lineup, take some of that pressure off of Ackley, able to move him down. He liked the way that Franklin looked last night, but again, Franklin, I don't think the plan is to play him every single day, but I think we're going to see him hit second quite a bit. Put it on the veterans at the top of the lineup to try to get things going here at home.
Get that right-handed hitter in there, too. He's been dying to get somebody in there who can carry the load. Pitch from Vogelsong outside. Vogelsong, 34 years old, big guy, 6'4", 214. Born in Charlotte, North Carolina. Lives outside of Philadelphia in Downingtown, Pennsylvania.
I thought it was interesting, too, with the lineup because, of course, you think about it. If you can go left, right, make the opposing manager work a little bit in his bullpen when you get later into the game, that's great. Good fastball. Yeah. But I think the thing that Eric was talking about, which makes a lot of sense, is he said if you run a bunch of right-handers or left-handers up together, it's more the starting pitcher. If he finds a groove or a slot and you're running 3, 4 left-handers, 5 left-handers in a row at him, he can just continue to pitch in that area and not have to switch things up. I thought that was an interesting comment from Eric.
Exactly, and Volquez did that so well last night for San Diego, and Wedge said, listen, I was a catcher. I've seen it happen. So you get a guy like that, so you want to position your players away from that type of opportunity to give it to the opposition.
Well, I think it's been especially true, as we know, when you look at the Dodgers and the Padres and now the Giants, quality pitching staffs, and they rely on their command like Vogelsong tonight. Those guys get in a groove, you're going to be in some trouble if he can pitch to the same area consistently.
There's Bochy in his 6th year. Managing the Giants, been with San Diego as their skipper. 1-1 to Seager. Went 1-for-4 last night. One to Kyle. Speed pitch in there for strike.
People use the curveball a lot. It's a good pitch for him.
One and two to Seager. Missed. Mariners in this homestand, 5 straight losses, hitting just .213 over the 6 previous games. Runners in scoring position hitting just 150, and they've been outscored 28-11. 2-2. And Seager's gone. Good start for Vogelsong. Inning number 2 coming up. Both pitchers starting out nicely. Mariners underway, inning number 2 coming up, and right now is your chance to ask the booth anything you want. Tweet your questions to @RootsSports_NW. Answer some of those questions later on in the ball game. Second inning. Very lovely evening here in Seattle. Jason Vargas will face 4, 5, and 6. The Giant order. Buster Posey, their outstanding catcher, will lead off. Posey a couple of nights ago, behind the dish for the perfect game thrown by Matt Cain. Said, how you feeling about that perfect game? He said, you know what, it really hadn't sunk in yet. About the 5th inning, it was like, hey, this is something special here. Got a little bit nervous, but 2 days removed, it still brings a smile to his face. I think he'll really get the magnitude of it as we go along here. The game's coming one after another, obviously. Matt King got a big round of applause when he appeared. Huge Giant crowd. There's Matt with the cap on. Perfect game against the Astros a couple of nights ago. 2-1 to Posey.
Vargas looks like he's being really careful with Posey for good reason. Posey hitting 365 off a left-handed pitching. As you take a look at his power zone.
Tops one foul. A lot of black and orange walking around downtown Seattle today and during BP. Boy, as soon as the gates open, a lot of these folks just flooded down to the third base dugout. As soon as the Giants appeared, boy, they went crazy. Pablo Sandoval and Kane and Tim Lincecum. Payoff pitch to Posey, fouled off.
Good changeup from Jason. 3-2 count, not wanting to give in to Posey. Throws him a changeup. Great location. You can take a look at it. The pitch was down on the outside corner. Posey just getting a piece of it.
On deck, Angel Pagan. Giants have played well last 4 series. They've won 3 of them. This one fouled off. Swept the Cubs in 4 games. Took 2 out of 3 from San Diego. Lost 2 out of 3 to Texas. And then took 2 out of 3 from Houston. Here's Bochy's team right on the heels of the Dodgers. 4 back. 3-2. Hit well. Deep left field. And that ball is gone. Upper deck. Home run Buster Posey. His 8th. His 34th RBI. Giants lead it 1-0. 3-2 pitch got crushed.
I thought this was the right pitch to throw after going inside with a cutter. He comes back with a changeup, but the location wasn't in the same spot as the previous changeup. This one's middle, 81 miles an hour. Upper deck shot from Posey. Take a look at the power zone. Want to stay out of that area with him, and that's his 8th home run of the year.
386 feet for Posey. There's Angel Pecan, the center fielder.
Take another look at the swing by Buster Posey. Young man that burst onto the scene. Take a look at it in our McDonald's Supermo, and that is barreled up back into the second deck. We haven't seen many baseballs hit up in that area this year.
Hit hard, backhanded by Seager. Plant, throw, got him. Nice play.
Good backhanded play by Kyle Seager. Great shot right down the line. It's a good hop, able to plant himself in a strong throw across the diamond.
A run in, 1 out. Here in the second, third baseman Pablo Sandoval. One of the great nicknames in all of baseball, Kung Fu Panda. Battling a weight problem. He's had some hand problems too. He injured the hamate bone in his right hand recently, and he's just been back. Hurt it the same day, a year apart from what he did to his left hand. He's down on the barrel of the bat, Michael. You're familiar with that. And the hamate bone just takes a beating down there, and
puts the knob of the bat in the middle of his hand.
You bet. And how's your weight? I'm working on it. That's all I got.
And I think that's something you're going to hear from him probably throughout his career.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. He swung the bat well, though, since being off the DL. He's 6 for 19 as he pops his ball up.
Smoke taking a look, so is Olivo, just down the road. Just his 30th game here. Real popular players. You see a lot of that. You tune into Giant games, you'll see those Kung Fu Panda hats all over AT&T Park. An 0-2 count from Vargas. Punches it into right field for a base hit. Second hit of the inning and the game for the Giants. Mark your calendars. The Red Sox, they're coming in for a big 4-game weekend series starting Thursday, June 28th. We're going to see Big Papi, Adrian Gonzalez take on Ichiro Felix and the Mariners in a battle of East versus West. Part of the hottest June on record at Safeco Field, so make sure to pick up your tickets. Do it right now, Mariners.com. Heralded prospect has worked his way up through the system. Brendan Belt. Strike one to Brendan. Just outside.
Talked about it a lot with the Mariners and waiting on their young players to turn into major league players, and the Giants have basically done the same thing with Brandon Belt.
Broken bat ground ball. Ackley will get the front end as Sandoval is retired. 2 down.
I'll tell you what, it's a good thing Brendan Ryan has some quick feet, because that was a big man trying to take him out at second base. Sandoval, this ball is in the dirt. Good pick by Brendan Ryan, and then you can see Sandoval coming through him.
Take a second look.
Yeah.
In Super Mo, Brendan's very quick, and the life you save may be your own.
That was a late slide by Sandoval. Clean slide, but it was late.
2 outs, man at first. Here's Arias. First pitch, swinging, fouls one off. Shortstop for the Giants.
side. Right-handers are hitting .233 against Vargas. One bounce in the dirt. Left-handers hitting .250. This has given up now with that Posey home run, 12 home runs to right-hand hitters. Got a 2-1 count here. Joaquin Arias. Fly ball, right field out of play. Posey with that home run starts another run here for the Giants. They had gone 22 games without a home run recently, and their numbers on the road, almost a similar story to the Mariners. Not quite the differentiation. 255 at home is what they hit on average. 268 on the road. 12 homers at home, and now 30 on the road. Two and two. Off the fist. Spinning big time. Off the bag. Everybody's safe. So infield hit for Arias keeps this inning alive. Runners at first and second.
Brendan Ryan has the range back up the middle. Knows he has to get rid of it quickly, which he does. Unfortunately, it's off the mark. Justin Smoke having to come off the bag to keep it from going into the camera well.
Run in on the Posey home run. Giants now have 2 outs and 2 on. Justin Christian just called up from AAA Fresno today, taking a roster spot of Aubrey Huff. He was swinging it pretty good at 364, 7 homers and 31 RBIs in 60 games. AAA Fresno Grizzlies.
This will be his first at bat of the year for the Giants.
Vargas is ahead 0-2. He's 32 years old, Christian. In his previous tours in the major leagues, a .253 hitter in 42 games. The 0-2.
Six pitches in this inning for Jason Vargas.
Marks 0-2. The dirt gets by Olivo. Runners move up. Pass ball. The Giants have 2 in scoring position and a 1-2 count to Justin Christian.
It's like a changeup that's down. It's a curveball. Hits off the front of the plate. That'll get changed to a wild pitch.
But between his belt and his right elbow. 1-2 pitch. Little nubber off the fist. Put away by Smoke. Home run by Posey as the Giants on the board. 1-0 San Francisco. As Posey lit one up. Going upper deck here at Safeco Field. Coming up, Montero, Saunders, and Smoke. stood in line there on occasion at Pike Place in Pine. Great place to hang out when you come to Seattle. Jesus Montero going to lead it off. It's batting practice, I understand that. Nonetheless, he hit a ball that was 3 rows from leaving the building left field, and then hit another one that was about 5 rows from leaving the building.
I was standing down at the cage today watching him take batting practice, and a little bit different sound coming off of his bat today.
I was over on the third base side, and I heard the first one and saw the result, and then made sure to watch the next one. It was impressive. Montero for 4 last night.
Well, let's see if he can outdo Buster Posey's shot.
Local song to face Montero, Saunders, and Smoke, 4, 5, and 6 for the Mariners. I think the whole Safeco thing is in their head, the hitters' heads here.
Well, I think anytime you talk about anything consistently, it's going to be there, Dave. I think it's something that they're going to have to work their way past. And, you know, it's going to be a topic of discussion until they start doing something offensively.
Mariners at home, $198, 257 on the road.
And I think when you get into a situation like that, I think you have to lean on your veterans. The veterans are the ones that can take care of that for you. But, you know, right, and that's why I think right now one of the reasons why Eric Wedge had also made one of the changes in the lineup, and that's put Gutierrez up towards the front of it. See if they can generate something.
Drive into the gap, right center field, all the way to the fence. Montero's not real fast, but he's going to get 2. Good start here to the second inning. Good work by Montero. We know about his opposite field power, and he showed you something right there. For Montero, his 12th double of the season.
Now he gets a fastball up and out over the plate. As David mentioned, he had a solid batting practice today. You can't always read much into that, but he was really hitting the ball hard, and this is a line drive out into the gap. It's a routine double for Montero. See what Saunders decides to do here. Michael is a really good bunter. I don't think he'll try to sacrifice, but he can try to bunt for a base hit. If he doesn't do that, he's going to get something he can pull.
He has been swinging the bat effectively, Mr. Michael Saunders.
Michael hitting .414 over his last 14 games.
Solid base hit. Oh, that's a line drive, and Montero's going to be doubled up second time this week.
You can't hit the ball any harder than Michael Saunders just did, and I think that's what fooled Montero. It looked like it was going to be a solid base hit into center field, but with nobody out, you have to make sure that the ball hits the outfield grass and get down to third. So this is a mistake by Montero, but a ball that is absolutely leaned on by Saunders. I was surprised to see it carry all the way out to the center fielder on a line. You can see Montero, he thought that Jeff Dass, the third base coach, clearly having his arms up trying to hold him up.
Line drive, a screamer. 2 outs. That's a tough go. The hitter Justin Smoke. He went 0 for 2 with a run scored last night. Saunders was the hitter last time Montero got doubled up a couple of days ago. 2-1. One nothing on a Buster Posey home run. Well hit to right, but going back is Blanco. Just a step shy of the track. That'll do it. So in the second inning. Vogelsong, thanks to the double play, faces the minimum in this inning. He's got a 1-0 lead. Led off the second inning with a home run. That's where we stand now as we go to the third. Top of the order: Gregor Blanco, Ryan Theriot, Melky Cabrera. First pitch from Vargas. In there for a strike. Blanco first time up. Leading up the ballgame. Tap back to Vargas. Center field for base hit. Check out our AT&T trivia question. Who had the most career hits against the Mariners? Was it Ron Fairley? Was it Mike Flowers? Was it Dave Valley? Was it Jay Buhner? Just handed Mr. Fairley a couple of pictures from the day Willie Mays got hit number 3,000, and the picture had Ron Fairley reaching for the ball, calling for the ball. And in honor of Red, I'm going to go with Red. What the heck?
So am I. I know he was an all-star with the Blue Jays. There's Ron. Good to have him here. It was great today. They were talking to him on the radio in the pregame. And to listen to Ron talk about the rivalry between the Dodgers and the Giants.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. And listening to some of those stories. You know, it's rare that you get to be around a guy that starts talking about Drysdale and Koufax and Marichal and Mays and McCovey. And he was on the field with those guys, played a lot of baseball against them. It was fun.
Here's the 0-1. Sliced into right field. Etro coming on, makes a catch. Got no play at first. Dwayne Kuiper, who does Giants TV, told an interesting story about Fairley. Kuiper's with the Giants. Fairley, Dodgers. Ron would hit a ground ball. That's Mike Krukow, their outstanding pitcher for many teams, including the Giants. And Fairley, left-handed hitter, would hit a ground ball to second base. And Kuiper would get it and would wait and make him run. And Ron would be running down the back. Throw the ball! That's the cleaned up version. Throw the ball! There's Kuiper. He tickled me with that story today. Yeah, he used to make Fairley crazy.
It's a lot of fun anytime we get a chance to talk to Ronnie about those times and those different games. And
he played in an incredible era.
Yeah.
Cabrera, leading hitter in the National League. Early results from the trivia question. Mike and I both going with red. Fans are going with us as well. His career hits against the Mariners.
He had 3 seasons. I know he was with the Blue Jays and the Angels. I think he played 3 seasons against the Mariners. Excuse me, 2 seasons, I'm told, 77 and 78. Yeah, and had 3 home runs against the Mariners.
He's a good hitter, man. Good player. Runner goes. Rookie swings and fouls it back.
Yeah, he's part of a good trivia question that we usually break out sometime during the summer, and that is, there have been 3 players who play 1,000 games in the infield and 1,000 games in the outfield. Robin Yount, Stan Musial, and Ron Fairley.
Elite company. Should have a segment on the pregame show. Have Red tell some Bob Gibson stories too.
Oh, great.
Line drive, center field. That'll get down.
That's
Blanco all the way to third. Here come the Giants again.
We're talking about Cabrera. Came into the game hitting .363, so he will add to his batting average. Goes down and hits this pitch hard. It looked like a cutter down in the middle of the plate. And Franklin, a rare mistake for him. Again, it's only his 2nd game back. We're sitting over there today when he was going through all that, and I just listened to him mention all his names, and then Matt Pittman, who was on the radio, was talking to him and asking him how he did against Marichal, and he said early on I couldn't hit him at all. And he goes, but one day I was having a conversation with Ted Williams, and he was talking about, I started thinking, he's talking about Mays and McCovey, and now here's Ted Williams.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Buster Posey, the hitter, looks at a strike. He homered leading off the 2nd inning on a 3-2 pitch. Giants threatening again. Blanco at third, Cabrera at first.
Let's see if Jason can get him to hit into a double play, get himself out of the inning. There it is.
There's a chance. Ryan Ackley and Smoke. Good combo. Good call, Mike. Double play was much needed. And Vargas and the Mariners can breathe a lot easier. The Giants are stopped in that 1st and 3rd threat.
Need one to play catch up with the Giants. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. And this should make the Mariners front office and Mariner fans equally as happy. Their 1st round pick, Mike Zunino, the catcher out of Florida, was named the Dick Howser Trophy, or the winner of the Dick Howser Trophy, as the college baseball's player of the year. 2-time All-American, was the number 3 pick overall by Seattle, the Gators' highest pick. He's also Florida's first-round draft pick since 2007. Right now he's batting .322, 19 home runs, and 64 RBI, guys.
He sounds like a good one, Link Zanino. Here's Dustin Ackley. Batting in the 7-hole today. Dropped him down. Been a struggle. He's at 243 starting tonight.
Again with Dustin, he's just been hanging in there between 240 and 250. Seems like he'll check in with a base hit, but multi-hit games and consistently hitting the ball hard has been a struggle for him. Chris Chambliss obviously working hard with Dustin to try to get him back on track and get him hot. That would certainly help the Mariners with the way that he can run the bases. Big part of it is his front side just leaving a little bit early, just kind of leaking out to the right side of the field and pitches away at causing him some problems. And last year, one of the things he was so good at is staying right back up the middle. And you hear hitting coaches talk about it all the time, hitting the ball the other way. With Dustin, they want him to stay more up the middle of the field, not worry about hitting the ball to the left so much. Last year, he did such a good job of keeping the barrel of the bat in the hitting zone for a long period of time, but it's been a struggle for him this year. Not unusual. A lot of players in their second season having to make some adjustments, and Dustin obviously having to do that now.
Sophomore slump. We've seen it before. 2-2. This one popped to left field. Coming in, Cabrera. He's there to make the catch. 1 out here in the third. Mariners right fielder. He can be found scaling the Safeco Field wall, and now you can have him climb your very own wall. When all kids 14 and under take home an Ichiro poster this Sunday. It's all part of Aquafina Youth Baseball Day. Number 51 himself. And the Mariners take on these Giants at 110. Pick up your tickets at mariners.com. Catcher Miguel Olivo. Outside from Vogelsong. This is the 4th time since 2001 the Giants have come to Seattle. Last time the Mariners went to San Francisco regular season was the year 2000. The Giants have been here 01, 06, 09, and now 2012.
As you would expect, he'll be right around 60-65% fastballs for Vogelsong.
Outside to Olivo.
It's a good cutter. He'll throw the cutter to the right-hander, so they're going to have to be aware of that and stay on the pitch. Tendency is to pull off of it.
Miguel just 2 for 12 in the homestand. He's got a 2-1 count. That is a fair ball. Fair ball. Fans leaving alone. They do. Miguel digging for second, and he gets in there safely. It's his 5th double of the season. A 1-out double here in the 3rd for the Mariners, who trail 1-0.
A good sign for the Mariners to get Olivo going again. Again, hasn't played in a couple of days. Gets an off-speed pitch, but barrels it up, hits it right down the line. Sandoval not able to get to it. Third base umpire Rob Drake calling it a fair ball right away. Didn't hesitate.
That brings up Brendan Ryan. Run scoring opportunity for the Mariners. And it is, to say it's been a struggle for Ryan at the plate would be a gross understatement. He's 0 for his last 17. Got to pick up a run here. Both Mariner hits doubles. Montero got one to right center. Down the line by Olivo.
I saw that Brendan was in the lineup today. After having a couple of days off, I went back downstairs to watch him take batting practice and see what he was going to do and what he was going to work on. And he really had a good batting practice today, but we've seen that from him over the last few weeks, and it's just a matter of can he take that into the game. He has a tendency to get a little excited at the plate and want to start jumping out towards the pitcher. And in batting practice, stays nice and quiet, hits the ball hard back up the middle. He has quick hands, but he just has to give himself an opportunity to use them. And that's been the struggle for Brendan.
We saw that last year. Using the quick hands to great effect. He had a terrific run where he was up around 290 at one point.
Well, he had a couple of games, you remember, Dave, where he swung the bat well, and then Eric moved him right into the number 2 spot in the lineup. Absolutely. And he really tried to take advantage of the hole on the right side of the infield. and they kept him on the ball a little bit longer, and that's when he was really swinging the bat well. And he just hasn't been able to get there this year. It's been a struggle, but his batting practice has been good. He just has to just stay calm. He's a hyper guy, to say the least, and his batting practice or his batting in the game sometimes gets that way as he starts jumping out there, wanting, just pressing to try to make it happen, and you just really have to tell yourself to let the game come to you. And it's just difficult sometimes to take that work from batting practice into the game.
He's got a 3-1 count with Olivo at second. Takes ball 4. Good way to build an inning. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Our AT&T trivia question: who had the most career hits against the Mariners? Fairley, Flowers, Valley, Buhner. We all went with red. Rod Fairley, old number 6. Survey says Mike Flowers. Wow, so you win anyway.
Pretty sure I had a lot more at bats than Ron did, too.
Yeah.
That helps.
That's true too. But I figure with Red back in the house with us, he's going to be with us for this weekend. We'll probably have him with us next week as well, Arizona and San Diego.
Yeah.
But he was certainly Curtis says, the inspiration for the question. Weak fly ball, right center field. Second baseman takes it. It's Terrio. Ichiro is gone. 2 outs. Mariners trying to get something. 2 outs now. Runners at first and second.
Franklin Gutierrez, first game back last night for Franklin. He had a base hit and drove in a run. Also scored a run. A base hit coming in the 8th inning of last night's game. So hit a ball hard through the left side of the infield. So he can come up with a base hit here, drive in a run.
Struck out on a 2-2 pitch first time. Sweet pitch misses away. Ryan at first. You got Olivo at second with Gutierrez. A 1-0 count from Vogelsong. Away and missed. 2-0. If the Mariners can get a run, a couple of runs here, the first time they've led since a no-hitter last week at this time. Vogelsong seemed to have lost the feel there for a spell here now. 3-0.
Well, you're right after the double from Olivo. He ends up walking Brendan Ryan. Ichiro swings at a first pitch changeup that was actually off the plate, so he hasn't been around the dish yet. Now he's in a 3-0 count with Gutierrez.
With a strike, 3-1. Pitch. Vogelsong in his 12th starts, won his last 2 games. Pitch went on and missed. 3-2.
It was a good running fastball from Vogelsong. Pitch was inside off the plate. Looked like it started just right on the inside corner and ran into the hands of Gutierrez.
Vogelsong on the road this year, 2-0, 3.71 ERA.
Well, good news going 3-2 with 2 outs as the runners will get to take off when he starts to home. Give Brendan Ryan a chance. Anything that's in the gap, he'll score easy from first.
3-2 to Goody. Runners go, and here's a soft ground ball cut off by Sandoval. Throws it across, and they'll do it. Mariners strand 2. 4th inning coming up. Giants and Vogelsong lead on the Posey home run, 1-0. Here in the city of Seattle, Giants in town, festive atmosphere, sights and sounds with the great weather. It's a great combo. Glad you're with us, Mariner Baseball. We're at Safeco Field. Giants have a 1-0 lead. Buster Posey had a leadoff homer in the second inning. Mariners, they have threatened. And a double play in the second take them out of scoring possibility. And in the third inning, they got 1 out, 2 on, a pop up, and a ground out. Now Jason Vargas goes back to work. He'll face Angel Pagan, Pablo Sandoval, and Brandon Belt. 5, 6, and 7 for the Giants.
Vargas last inning making big-time pitch to Buster Posey, who had homered his first time up to get him to ground into a double play when he was in some trouble.
0-1 to Pagan. He grounded out to third.
.51 pitches for Jason, 37-0 for strikes.
2-0. Joe West, home plate umpire. Pitchers umpire, hitters umpire.
I think he's fair. I think if Jason consistently is pitching on the outside corner, he could probably expand it a little bit, but I think he deserves that. Anything that's borderline, but he's consistently there. I think Joe will give him the benefit of the doubt. Veteran umpire, has been around for a long time.
Vargas against Angel Pagan, switch hitting center fielder for the Giants. 2-1. 3-1. No strikeouts, no walks for Vargas. On deck, Pablo Sandoval. And he walked it. His first walk of the ball game. Let's check in with Angie Ment. Check in with Angie Mentink, see what she's got going on.
Interleague play going on here, there, and everywhere. Let's check in on the Cubbies and see how they did tonight. Cubs taking on the Red Sox, and bottom of the first inning, Steve Clevenger puts the Cubs up early with 2-run bases loaded double out to left field. Cubs starter Ryan Dempster was dominant against Boston, only allowing 4 hits in 7 innings. He also recorded his 3rd straight win. Cubs blank the Red Sox in our Sterling Bank score. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here's Pablo Sandoval. This violent swing and a miss.
Sandoval with a base hit into right field. His first time up. Take a look at the swing by Sandoval. It's a fastball away from him. As he swings through it, tried to reach out there and hook it.
Pablo, another switch hitter. Giants will run. They're 4th in the National League with 47 steals. Run on 5 hits, no errors for the Giants, no runs, 2 hits. No errors for the Mariners as Levo goes out for a quick chat.
See the power zone from Sandoval. That just about covers it, doesn't it? Where do you pitch to him?
If he can reach it, he's hacking.
Like Pagan was leaning a little bit towards second base as Vargas threw over, trying to keep him close and give Olivo a chance to throw him out if he decides to take off.
0-1 count. Two.
Good changeup. So far here early in the game, Jason has done an excellent job of mixing up his pitches, pitching on both sides of the plate with his fastball.
Play Sandoval straight away and deep. Two. Struck him out. The strikeout of the evening for Jason Vargas. 1 out in the fourth.
You look at this last pitch. That's just a good fastball on the inside part of the plate. Sandoval not able to get to it. Bring up Brandon Belt, hitting 7th in the lineup for the Giants, left-handed hitter.
Former pitcher at the University of Texas, high draft choice by the Giants. Giants had a second inning in which they got run on 3 hits. Posey led off with a home run. Vargas did a good job limiting them to that. That's trouble. Down into the corner. Pagan to second, coming to third. They're going to hold him up. As Tim Flannery, third base coach, was backing up, keeping his eye on the play, and he went down and on a knee, and Pagan went into a slide after he had touched third. So a double by Brandon Belt. That's his 9th of the season.
That's just a solid base hit by Belt, but great base running by Pagan. The idea is to run as hard as you can and try to score on everything, and it's up to the third base coach to hold you up, and he was flying around third. You can see him coming around third thinking he's going to score, and puts it into a slide where he gets about 4 steps past third base.
Got some trouble here.
Mariners going to play their infield back with just 1 out here.
Joaquin Arias. Fly ball center field. Gutierrez gathering himself. Makes the catch. Here's the throw. And it's cut off by Smoke. 2-0 Giants. Sacrifice fly Arias. That's his 13th run batted in. It's his 3rd sacrifice fly of the season.
Franklin Gutierrez has a good throwing arm out in center field, but this ball is hit a little bit too deep. Comes up, make sure he hits his cutoff man. If he throws that ball high in the air, Belt will run on to third because he was able to keep it down. He holds him at second base as you see Pagan sliding into home.
Justin Christian is caught up in AAA, fouls this one off. Popped up to the first baseman Smoke in his first turn. Two outs, a run in, a runner at second. 1-1. Walk, a leadoff walk to Pagan has hurt Vargas here in the 4th. Two and one. Slow roller. Ryan throws out Christian. Giants pick up another run on the sacrifice fly by Arias. They leave a runner. It's 2-0 Giants. here in Seattle. And you can follow the Mariners with MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. You get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. So text at BAT to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Mariners in a 2-0 hole as we play the bottom of the fourth. Home run by Posey and a sacrifice fly by Arias, the two scores tonight. Kyle Seager's going to lead it off in the fourth. Seager, Montero, and Saunders 3, 4, and 5. Middle of June already. This is game number 66 for the Mariners. Good news, more home games coming up. I have 3 at Arizona, 3 at San Diego, and then come back here for a big chunk of home games. 3 with the Oakland Athletics, 4 with Boston, and 3 with Baltimore. Ryan Vogelsong is 1-1 here at Seager.
One of the other things, Dave, is you're struggling offensively. That you can't do is you can't make mistakes. You cannot make mental mistakes on the bases, and you have to grind out your at-bats. In the Mariners right now, in the second inning after the leadoff double by Montero, he made a mistake, a base running mistake. They ended up not getting any runs out of that. And then next inning they get first and second with just 1 out. And Ichiro swings at a first pitch changeup off the plate away and pops it up. And then Franklin Gutierrez, who I thought had a good at bat, ended up grinding out, getting himself into a good hitter's count. Unfortunately, he ended up hitting a ground ball. But you have to take advantage of those situations. The Mariners have had a couple of opportunities, but it just hasn't worked out for them. So hopefully they can continue to put the pressure on Vogelsong. But typically good pitchers, as they work deeper in the game, they get tougher and they really bear down. And those opportunities become fewer.
3-1 pitch. And Vogelsong loses him. Good job by Seager to work that walk, the second of the evening. Spend less on your commute and more time relaxing with Sound Transit. Visit soundtransit.org for details. Montero with a screaming double right center field. Then doubled off. And Saunders, he came back with a screaming line drive to center that was caught by Pagan. Montero was halfway home. He had already turned at third. He was easily doubled up. All 1 to Jesus.
Giants outfielders playing him straight away. Right fielder Blanco moving over more towards right center. Kind of pinching him in the gaps a little bit.
1-0 count. 2-0. Mariners trying to apply pressure again. They had 2 on, first and second with 1 out in the third inning. Couldn't push anybody across. Vogelsong now looks like he's lost the feel again.
Well, you look at his splits, they're not good. He hasn't been particularly sharp tonight. 51 pitches, 26 balls, 25 strikes. That's not a ratio that any pitcher wants. Take a look at almost 70% fastball, so his fastball command has not been good.
There's a strike. One of those nights, Bruce Bochy and Dave Righetti, the pitching coach, said that fastball command's a big part of what Vogelsong brings to the Giants. Commands both sides. That little baby cutter got late movement on that fastball, but right now, Mariners in good shape trying to take advantage. 3-1 to count to Montero. And he's aboard.
Well, having command of his fastball, what that does for him is it sets him up for the good curveball. That's his out pitch, but he can't get to it, at least not as often as he would like to, because his fastball is all over the place. That'll bring up Saunders. Dave Righetti, the pitching coach for the Giants, making a trip to the mound. Saunders hit the ball as hard as you can hit it his first time up. Unfortunately, the line drive carried all the way out to the center fielder, who was playing deep, by the way. So Saunders get a chance to drive in some runs. He has been the hot hitter for the Mariners.
It's like Rigetti wearing a microphone. It must be doing some kind of video project, part of a program or something. Man, that's not a mic. Actually, it was a Sharp. Take that back. It looked like a microphone at first.
There you go. Four-seam fastball is almost 40%, mixing in a two-seamer. He is also throwing a cutter. Looks more like a slider. I don't think he is throwing 15% slider. That is his cutter.
Seager, about average, maybe a little bit above average speed. Montero below average speed at first. Good dig by Posey. All one. Back-to-back innings now. The Mariners have 2 runners aboard.
Third inning in a row, they've had a runner in scoring position. Unfortunately, they're 0 for 3. But again, Michael Saunders has been the hot hitter. Eric Wedge moving him up to hit 5th in the game tonight. First time he's hit 5th this year.
Nobody out. Pitch. Off-speed pitch. Line to right. It's covered by Blanco. Runners get back.
That's another base running mistake, Dave. You have nobody out. Kyle Seager has to tag up and get the third on that. Michael Saunders has had some tough luck to hit the ball well 2 times in a row, but Kyle there, you can see him shaking his head. He knows it. It's a mistake, though. With nobody out, this ball is hit. He can score if it hits the ground, but he has to get back to tag up on a fly ball to right. That'll get him to third. Now he's at third with just 1 out. You don't need a base hit to score him. See if Justin Smoke can pick him up with a clutch base hit here.
Couple of mental mistakes tonight by the Mariners. Montero in the second, Seager here in the fourth. Smoke looks at strike 1. And looks at strike 2.
That cutter on the outside corner. Just in a fly ball out to right field his first time up. Ended up getting a changeup off the end of the bat.
The 0-2. We'll check. Just 2 hits thus far for the Mariners as we play in the fourth. Jason Vargas has given up a home run to Posey and a sacrifice fly to Arias. Outside, 2-2. CenturyLink brings you the high speed pitch tonight. 93 for Vogelsong. Vargas at 90. Pitch taken for a ball. 3-2. Behind 0-2, worked it to a full count. Ackley awaits. Payoff pitch, 2 on here to Smoke. Terrio, jump throw, nice pick by the shortstop. That's a lovely double play. Terrio,
I don't think he was on second base. Eric Wedge coming out to argue with him. It looked like Arias had to come off the bag to get the pick.
And Eric bolting out of the dugout to talk to Andy Fletcher. We'll have more when we come back.
Oh, Eric Wedge had a beef about to play at second base. Was the shortstop there? It's very close.
It's a little too close.
Andy Fletcher's in great position.
Yeah, the shortstops will typically get that call. What Arias did a good job of was dragging his toe. It's tough to see on the timing of that. I thought he was further off the bag when you look at it live. You can see from that replay it was much closer than I expected. So.
And Fletcher had a great view. He could stay his position perfectly. Vargas got to post another 0 here. Base is the top of the order. It'll be Blanco, Terrio, and Cabrera. Good to have you with us, everybody. Mariners baseball. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. We play the top of the 5th. Home run by Posey leading off the 2nd. 4th inning, and Arias sacrifice fly for the 2 runs. Ground ball to Smoke, take himself. 1 down here in the 5th inning. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Crowd on hand, a lot of Giant fans wearing their colors. A lot of Mariner fans here as well, getting a really good crowd. Expecting upwards of 40,000 on Sunday. Looks like we have 25-30 tonight and another 30 expected tomorrow, which is good news.
Vargas has done an excellent job of working ahead of hitters tonight. 17 first pitch strikes out of the 20 batters he has faced up.
That one gets by Seager. Hard shot by Terrio. Tried to backhand it, be an E5.
Kyle playing up close with Terrio, number 2 hitter in the lineup. And he tried the backhanded play. Couldn't tell if that hit the lip of the grass and stayed down on him. But he clearly just pulled his glove up a little bit early. That's right on the lip of the grass. He expected the ball to bounce up a little bit higher. That'll be an error on Kyle.
And it brings up the National League's leading hitter, Melky Cabrera. Cabrera fouled out to third, singled to center. It's 18 of 21 for Vargas. Here's a chance for 2. Ackley, Ryan across the bag, and they turn 2. Well done. So second double play turned by the Mariners matches what the Giants have produced thus far. Mariners need some runs, down 2-0.
Welcome back to Safeco Field. We're headed into the bottom of the 5th inning. Giants on top, 2-0. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. If you know anybody at the game, I've got one more. Felix bobblehead. If they come here, the first person here to the Ford Sports Desk, I'll give it to them because they're all gone. One guy who didn't have to worry about being one of the first 20,000 through the door for a Felix bobblehead was our Root Sports winner, Zach Hansen from Centralia, Washington. You can win too. All you have to do is go to rootsports.com. Congratulations, Zach. Guys, back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. 1-0 the count to Dustin Ackley leading off the 5th. Ackley, Olivo, and Ryan in this 2-0 Giant lead. First of 3 here at Safeco Field. Fly ball center field. Giving ground is Pagani's there to make the catch. This day in baseball history. June 15th of 93. Junior. 6th youngest player all time to reach 100 home runs. 5th youngest. 5 youngest was Millot, Tony Canigliaro, Eddie Matthews, Johnny Bench, and Henry Aaron. Remember that game? You were there?
I was there. I remember him hitting a lot of home runs, though. It's a pretty good group to be a part of.
Ooh. That's tremendous. Miguel Olivo, the hitter, doubled down the left field line his first time. Pops this one up. Sandoval taking charge. 2 down. Check out our Banner Bank building to the future. We check in on Nick Franklin, infielder with Jackson. Last 18 games really swinging at .338, 10 runs scored, a couple home runs, and 8 runs batted in. And the top hitter in the Southern League. Good for him. Fine young shortstop. Speaking of shortstops, here's Brendan Ryan. Be interesting when it's call-up time. Who is called up? We talk a lot about the pitchers. Brendan struggles. You're well aware of them by now. Wonder where that could lead eventually. Ryan tonight worked the walk in his first plate appearance back in the 3rd. Miss 1-2.
Good cutter from Vogelsong. A lot of run to that last pitch. Typically his cutter is a little bit shorter than
that. Up on the bat to no avail. Ryan strikes out. A 1-2-3 inning for Vogelsong. He struck out 3, walked 3, and he's got a 2-0 lead.
Giants, and they're raising that kid right. They've got him decked out in Mariners blue. I'm guessing that's baby's first Mariners game. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Nationals and Yankees going at it today in a battle of division leaders. Yankees pitcher Phil Hughes mowing down the Nationals lineup, racking up 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. And then in the 7th inning, Curtis Granderson adds some insurance with a 2-run double into left field. Robinson Cano and Derek Jeter going to touch home. Hughes gets his 7th win, final in the nation's capital, 7-2 Yanks. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Here is Buster Posey leading off the 6th. He led off the 2nd with a home run. That got the Giants on the board 1-0. 4th inning, Arias with a sacrifice fly made it 2-0. Pitch number 8 was the one he hit into the upper deck. Pops this one up out of play.
In a 2-0 count, you do not want to throw an 88-mile-an-hour fastball in that area. As you take a look at the power zone again.
Center field for Gutierrez. 1 out. Check in with our question for Mike today. Ask Mike. Matty Craig wants to know, can a player catch a foul ball with his feet in the dugout?
It's a good question. Actually, no, you cannot. But it was a few years back. I can't remember how many, maybe 3 or 4. You could actually go in the dugout and make a catch. You had to bring the ball back out with you. But you cannot do that now. You can't run down the steps, catch the ball anymore. You can lean over the rail and lean into the dugout, but you cannot have your feet in there and make a catch. I think a lot of people probably remember.
Popped up, playable. It comes Ichiro. Back goes Ackley. Ichiro calls him off. 2 down.
In the old Astrodome, Ken Caminiti, they used to have that little fence in front because the bench was even with the field, and they had that little fence there, and Ken Caminiti used to jump over the fence all the time and make a catch in there. Back then it was legal, but it's not anymore.
I remember watching a highlight of that one time, yeah. Here's Sandoval, struck out swinging on 3 pitches. Back in the 4th. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Ball 1. Last 14 games, Giants are 9-5. This one popped up too, playable. Ackley's got it. With 3 pops. Easy inning for Vargas. Home 6 coming up for the Mariners. Ichiro will get it started. He's 0 for 2. Gutierrez, he's trying to break an 0 for 2. Seager, strikeout and a walk tonight. Might that produce some runs?
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
2-0 Giants lead. Ichiro going to lead it off against Ryan Vogelsong, who struck out 3 and walked 3 tonight. Giving up just 2 hits. Gave up a leadoff double to Montero in the second. And a 1-out double to Olivo in the third. That's it.
He's also tried to help the Mariners out with 3 walks. They just have not been able to take advantage of it. Vogelsong has not been particularly sharp tonight. Again, 71 pitches, 36 strikes, 35 balls.
Last 2 outings, he beat Texas and he beat the Cubbies. In the left center, McGann over there to make the catch. Ichiro 0 for 3. Bring out Franklin Gutierrez. Strikeout and a ground out. Vogelsong has not suffered a loss since May 3rd against Miami. Went 7 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Since that time, 5 wins, 2 no decisions. One. Eric Wedge has got Goody in the second spot in the batting order. Takes Ackley out, who'd been having a very difficult time producing some hits of late. Got a right-hander in there between Ichiro and Seager, the couple of lefties.
And right now what he needs is somebody to come up with a big base hit for him. Mariners not able to do that. 0 for 5 with men in scoring position tonight.
He's off his instep. Don't be hurt, please.
Well, Vogelsong keeps throwing that 2-seam fastball in on him. Franklin takes a hack at it, hits it right off the inside of his knee. That's above the shin guard that he has on there. And Franklin having all sorts of issues with injuries from spring training up until just last night when he was activated. But you take a look at it, fastball right off the inside part of the bat, inside of the knee. I can tell you that really hurts. Great look for our McDonald's Supermo, and again, almost twisted his ankle.
Yep. Scary. He does not need any more injury and injury time off. Pectoral muscle, ankle problem, plantar fasciitis. He's due for a good long run of good health. 2-2 from Vogelsong. Counts run full.
What do you think Chancellor sees a 2-seam fastball inside right here?
Guaranteed.
Go away.
Mile high pop. No play for Posey. Two runs, 6 hits, no errors for San Francisco. For the Mariners, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Comes the payoff to Goody. Fly ball left field towards the line. Cabrera. Got no play.
And that looked like the 2-seamer in on him again.
Vogelsong, part of a very good pitching rotation. You got Matt Cain. You got Madison Bumgarner. He's 8-4 with a 3.08. Perry Zito's pitched a lot better this year, 5-4 with a 3.61. Lincecum, Tim Lincecum, he's having a tough go, 2-7 with a 6.00 ERA. He goes tomorrow, 3-2. Center field, Pagan gets under, 2 outs.
Take a look at Vogelsong and how he's been pitching in tonight's game when he's ahead in the count and behind in the count. Behind in the count, a lot more four-seam fastballs, 52%, almost half the pitches. A few change-ups, two-seamers, but a lot of fastballs, 72% fastballs. And when he's ahead in the count, still throws quite a few four-seam fastballs, but more sliders and cutters.
Kyle Seager, swing and a miss.
Good change-up.
3 strikeouts, 3 walks given up by Vogelsong. And he's given up just the 2 hits. Seager tonight, a strikeout and a walk. Two and one. Vogelsong 4th in ERA, National League. Busy night for center fielder Angel Pagan. 6 outs recorded and an assist, doubling up Montero. There's a strike. 2-2. And straight away, 2-2 pitch. Foul back.
Ten fly outs for Vogelsong. A lot of pitches up in the zone. Again, he hasn't been as sharp as I thought we would see. Somebody that's 4th in the National League in ERA.
Swing and a miss. Seager's gone. Strikeout number 4. Quiet inning. 6 in a row retired. 7th inning coming up. 2-0 Giants.
Colorado. Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Right now at Jack in the Box, you can try the new Chipotle Chicken Club Combo for just $4.99 plus tax. By Ford, we are local. By Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. And by Widmer Brothers Brewing, craft brewing in Portland, Oregon since 1984. The right day to walk Pioneer Square. By the way, guys, it did not take me long for me to lose my bobblehead. I threw it out there, and Kim at home watching on Root Sports called her husband Steve here at the ballpark and said, "Get over and see Angie." And there went my bobblehead.
All right.
A good home, though. A good home. I could tell that.
That's good. Glad she called in. There's Brandon Belt on the 0-1 pitch, singling to left.
Second base hit of the evening for Belt. Mason Vargas so far has pitched a good ball game. 81 pitches, 58 strikes, just 23 balls, 19 first pitch strikes out of the 25 batters that he has faced.
Brings up Joaquin Arias, delivered a sacrifice fly with one out, back in the fourth for the second run. That's for another double play. Ryan Ackley over to Smoke, and they turn it 6-4-3. Third double play turn tonight by the Mariners.
Some good work from the middle of the infield for the Mariners. Brendan Ryan coming in and getting this when the ball does not hit hard. Almost always gives Dustin Ackley a good feed. Finish up the double play.
To center field, coming on Gutierrez. That's a good inning for Vargas. Gives up a base hit, gets in a race with a double play and a fly out, 4 pitches. Gets the 3 outs, home 7th, coming up 2-0 Giants. Stretch is brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination, encouraging you to imagine bigger when you play the lottery. Visit us on Facebook or tweet what you do to Twitter hashtag #IFWon. Who knows, you might even see your tweet appear on TV during an upcoming game. Mariners trying to get something going here. It's been a slow go. 2-0 Giants. Buster Posey leadoff homer in the second. Arias a sac fly in the fourth. That's it. Mariners have just 2 hits. Montero leadoff double in the second. Third inning, 1 out double by Olivo. Since then, Vogelsong has shut him down. Held him to no hits since that second inning. Well, here's Montero. He's going to lead it off here in the home 7th.
The 2 guys that have swung the bat well against Vogelsong is Montero and Saunders waiting on deck. You mentioned the double for Montero. He has also walked, and Saunders has lined out twice. He's hit the ball hard. Maybe the Mariners get something going here.
The outside corner. Vogelsong ahead, 0-2. No action in either bullpen right now.
Vogelsong's still in good shape with his pitch count. Only 88 pitches for him in the game.
Dodgers trail 5-1 in LA to the White Sox. So if that score stands up and the Giants win here tonight, Giants pick up a full game, they'd be 3 behind first place LA in the NL West.
90 pitches now for Vogelsong. His season high is 117. He's done that twice. He's also thrown 116, so Bruce Bochy will stretch him out and let him go.
Time called. Two pitch. Full count. Mariners looking for some kind of spark from anybody at any time, somebody soon. 3-2. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts. 5 on the night for Vogelsong. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar being brought to you by Sleep Country USA. It's been a fun homestand being here in Seattle. We'll wrap it up over the next 2 days. Short road trip at the Diamondbacks, at the Padres. Come back for the A's and the Red Sox in Baltimore. And the schedule start to even out for the Mariners with a ridiculous amount of road games compared to their home games for the longest time. Strike one to Saunders. He's got a couple of HHs in the books, but it doesn't help his batting average. Hit hard.
And he's seen everything. Hit a fastball hard to center field, and they hit a curveball, lined it out to right.
Nice, good crowd on hand. 29,818. Again, come on out. So the Giants and the Mariners tomorrow. Tim Lincecum will go for San Francisco. Kevin Millwood will be back on the mound after 6 innings of no-hit ball last Friday night against the Dodgers, and then on Sunday Felix Hernandez against Madison Bumgarner. Bumgarner's a really good left-hander. And Saunders dismissed on an 0-2 pitch. It's 6 strikeouts now. Vogelsong 3 in a row.
Had a chance to talk to Kevin Millwood today. He said he's ready to go after the groin issue he had, going 6 innings of no-hit baseball and having to come out of the game. So that should be a good matchup tomorrow with him and Lincecum going.
There's Smoke. Fly to right field, hit into a double play. Mariners have turned 3 double plays, 2 for the Giants. Only 2 strikes.
Probably used his changeup more against Justin Smoke than anybody else. Justin hit a changeup into right field for a fly out. He also hit a changeup to the second baseman for a double play ball, and that was a changeup that he just pulled foul.
Two outs, nobody on. A 1-2 pitch to Smoke. Up high. 2-2. Pitch number 100 coming from Vogelsong. It's a 2-2 delivery. Popped up. Plenty of room for Sandoval. Another quiet inning for the Mariners. They go down in order. 1, 2, 3. That's 9 in a row retired as we go to the 8th. A 2-0 Giant lead. 2-0 Giants as we go to the 8th inning, and fans be sure to check out the all-new Root Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience bringing fans closer to the game with live stats, trends, and analysis. Root Sports Game Connect. Connect now at rootsports.com. Jason Vargas into the 8th. He's had 3 double plays turned behind him. He's done more than enough to keep his club in the ballgame.
You look at a leadoff home run from Buster Posey back in the 2nd inning, and then a leadoff walk ended up costing him. Other than that, I think he's really pitched well. He's had 3 double play balls to help himself out. He's been efficient, 84 pitches, 60 of them for strikes.
2-0 to Gregor Blanco, top of the order. Here in the 8th, Blanco, Terrio, and Cabrera. Ground ball finds its way through the whole base hit. We'd like to welcome Bend broadband subscribers from Bend, Oregon. Thank you for rooting on the Seattle Mariners. All of us at Root Sports and the Mariners appreciate your support.
Vargas will have to keep Blanco close at first. They've mentioned it. The Giants certainly like to run, try to steal some bases.
Terrio tonight 0 for 3. Fly to center, lined out to right, reached on an error by Seager. Ball 1. Happy 35th birthday to our veteran person on the crew, Bobby Wilson, our mid-first base cameraman. 35 years young today. He's been in the business since he was 17. Down low, 2-0.
Sean Kelly starting to throw out in the Mariners bullpen. Right-hander ready. Vargas again, good shape with his pitch count, just 88 pitches.
2-0 count. And he misses away 3 of them. Vargas tonight, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Giving up 1 home run. Had 3 double plays turned behind him. The strike. Infield double play depth again. Straight away in the outfield, not too deep. 3-1 runner goes. Hit to Ackley. He'll have to get the runner at first. He does. 1 out. Down to second is Blanco. Scoring position for Cabrera. Celebrate Father's Day at Safeco Field this Sunday. Mariners wrap up the series with the Giants. Not only will Dad get the gift of great baseball, but a great giveaway when he takes home a Mariners reversible fishing cap, and it's free to the first 10,000 dads thanks to Trader Joe's. So get your tickets. Reel them in at Mariners.com. Cabrera, leading hitter in the National League, starting today. Fouled out to third, singled to center, and bounced into a double play. Gets into one, into the gap. Long run for Gutierrez. Going back near the Nikon sign, and it is gone. 2-run homer for Cabrera. Second Giant home run tonight. That gives the Giants 31 road home runs compared to just 12 at AT&T Park. They've got a 4-0 lead. He hit that ball a long way.
Well, he gets a fastball. It's middle in, and he hammers it out into left center field. It's a pretty good drive. They hit it out into the pen like that. As you take a look at the McDonald's Supermo, Goodyear is just out of his reach, barely over the fence, but that will be a 2-run homer to extend the lead of the Giants.
Got it on a 1-0 count, hit it 408 feet. Here's Posey. They got the first run, homer upper deck on a 3-2 pitch, leading off the second.
Take a look at Franklin Gutierrez. He was just trying to get there. He knew that he was probably about a half a step to a step away from trying to get there. If he was able to take one more step, he'd be able to get a little bit higher up on the wall.
3-0 to Posey. One out, 2 in. Vargas giving up 2 home runs tonight. That's 13 homers he's given up to right-hand hitters, 2 to lefties. Kelly continuing to heat up. Three-two again to Posey. Jumps on that pitch. Hooks it foul.
After a couple of fastballs away to get back into the count, he came in with a cutter.
Vargas about to throw. Pitch number 100. It's ground ball down to Seager. Goes out. Posey out number 2. That'll bring up center fielder Angel Pagan. He's grounded to third, walked and scored, fly to right.
Again, Jason doing a good job throwing strikes. 68 strikes out of the 100 pitches, 21 first pitch strikes to the 31 batters he has faced.
First pitch swinging hard, line drive into center field. That is the 3rd hit this inning for the Giants. Playing a group outing to Safeco Field. Playing it now to catch Ichiro. Felix and the Mariners getting together. With 40 friends has never been so easy, fun, and affordable. So round up your Little League team, your co-workers, and make some plans for a summer outing here at Safeco Field. So reserve your group date. Go to mariners.com/groups.
Carl Willis making a trip out to the mound. Give Kelly a little bit of time to get loose in the pen. Probably letting Jason know this will be his last hitter. Again, Jason at 101 pitches. Pitched well, as high on the season, 111. That was back in April.
Four runs on 10 hits for the Giants, no errors. Eric Wedge's ball club, no runs, 2 hits, and an error.
Sandoval 1 for 3, had a base hit into right field back in the 2nd inning. He's also struck out swinging in a pop up to the second baseman.
First pitch to Sandoval. He's able to hold. Sam Holbrook down at first.
He wants to hack, doesn't he?
Oh, undeniable.
Yeah, he's ready to swing at just about anything close.
slight lean from Pagan down at first base. He's had a good year stealing bases, 12 out of 14. Making the Giants 4th in the National League in base stealing. It's through. Pagan to second. 2 outs. Wild pitch. Second wild pitch tonight. First one was back in the second inning. And a 20-pitch inning for Jason.
Probably just put him on at this point. And the left-handed hitter Belt waiting on deck. Sandoval hitting .316 on the year. Brandon Belt just .238, and they'll put him on.
Problem low tonight. Mr. Belt is 2 for 3. The walk will be the second for Vargas. Brings up Brandon Belt. Reached on a fielder's choice. Double to right, single to left. Let's see what gives here. It's been an eventful 8th inning. 2-run homer by Cabrera. And Belt bounces one to Ackley. There's some smoke that'll do it. Home 8th coming up. Mariners now down 4-0 to the San Francisco Giants. Coming up, you're going to see Ackley. Giants with a 4-0 lead. First of 3 in this weekend series here in Seattle. Root Sports looking for the biggest Mariner fans in the Northwest. We're going state to state to find the most passionate in our region. This month we want to hear from devoted fans in Oregon. So log on to rootsports.com and show us why you're the Mariners' ultimate Northwest fan. Ryan Vogelsong has been outstanding tonight. No runs on 2 hits. He struck out 6, walked 3. Chad, in the last 10 men that he's fixed.
And a couple of candidates up out in the Giants bullpen now. Just getting rid of the jackets and starting to loosen up. Mariners running out of outs. Need some base runners.
1-1 to Ackley. Fly to left, fly to center. Javier Lopez and Sergio Romo warming up. Two to Ackley. Just joining us, Ackley batting in the 7-hole tonight. Rick Wedge wanting to break up a lot of left-handers at the top of his batting order. Here's the 2-2 and back up the middle. Terrio charges and Ackley beats it out for a base hit. Third hit tonight for the Mariners.
That's a good start. I think you also want to take some of the pressure off of Dustin hitting at the top of the lineup, moving down the 7th. Dustin checks in with a base hit, 1 for 3 tonight. This is just a chopper over the mound. Not pretty, but with Dustin's speed, he's able to beat it out by a step.
Brings up Miguel Olivo. Doubled down the left field line, fouled out to third.
Mariners on their bench. They have John Jaso, Kawasaki from the left side, Figgins, a switch hitter, and Casper Wells to hit right-handed.
Strike one to Miguel. Fans making some noise now. 4-0. Pitch to Olivo outside. 1-1. $29,818 tonight at Safeco Field. Left field. That will get down for base hit. So Olivo is aboard. He's trying to build here in the 8th.
Get a pinch hitter, John Jaso, coming out on deck to pinch hit for Brendan Ryan. But Olivo checking in with his second base hit of the night. Soft line drive out in the left field off the end of the bat. Olivo had a double earlier in the game, so the Mariners needed some base runners, and now they have 2 of them. Looks like Bruce Bochy, as soon as John Jaso is announced, will go to his left-hander out in the pin.
So some managerial moves here at Safeco Field. Mariners down 4-0. They have 2 on. Pitching change coming. Vogelsong, he threw a doozy tonight.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Wheels are turning here at Safeco Field. 4-0 Giants. Mariners trying to mount a rally here in the 8th. Couple of men on. Got a new pitcher and a pinch hitter's got a pinch hitter.
Take a look at the numbers for Vogelsong tonight. 108 pitches, 60 of those for strikes. But he went 7+ innings, gave up just the 4 hits. Has not given up a run yet, but he's responsible for the 2 runners that are out there right now. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts for Vogelsong. Lopez, the left-hander, will take over, and we'll have a new pinch hitter. It'll be Casper Wells hitting for Jaso. So Eric Wedge trying to get the matchup that he wants, and he has the left-hander from the Giants up against the right-handed hitting Casper Wells.
So let's see what gives here for the Mariners. Down 4-0. Casper Wells off the bench. Called a couple of days ago from Tacoma.
Casper hitting .235 on the year, just 51 at-bats for him. He has 1 home run.
0 for 4 as a pinch hitter. First pitch swing, it finds a whole base hit. They'll hold up Ackley at third. So Wells aggressively puts the ball at play, and they're loaded up. It'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's what you want to do as a pinch hitter. Kawasaki will come out and run for Wells, but as a pinch hitter, you want to come off the bench and get a fastball and get a hack off if you can to loosen yourself up. You can take a look at the McDonald's Super Mode, but Wells finding a hole on the left side of the infield. See, it's his ground ball on the fastball to load up the bases. Again, Kawasaki will now pinch run for Wells. Kawasaki would have to come in the game anyway to play shortstop. Ichiro had an opportunity to drive in a run earlier in the game. Ended up popping up.
If there's ever a time you'd like to see him unload, should be it. Something.
A great situation that he has struggled in this year. Ichiro hitting just 150 with men in scoring position. And it looks like they'll give him the right center field gap. Shading him to hit the ball the other way, like most clubs do. Sandoval playing in at third, basically even with the bag.
Ichiro, a butt 67 with the bases loaded. Comebacker off the glove. Shortstop gets 1. That's all they'll get. Run scores.
That's a break for the Mariners. If Lopez catches that easily, it was a pop. It was a ground ball that came right back to him, and it went off the top of his glove. If he catches it, it's an easy play to go home to first. So the Mariners catch a break there by getting a run on the deflection off the glove of Lopez. Take a look at it. Just bounces it off the plate. That's a double play all day long, and they're only able to get 1. Good play by Arias to stay with it. But the Mariners will pick up a run. Ichiro gets an RBI.
So Ackley scores. Olivo to third. There's Bochy out. Another pitching change coming up for 1. Giants.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. What I'm thinking is possible right now? More runs. Runners on first and third, guys, here in the bottom of the 8th.
Mariners are due for a big offensive explosion, Angie. No question about it. New pitcher is Sergio Romo.
Romo's numbers on the year, outstanding. ERA, an 0.52 ERA, 17 in the third, 24 strikeouts, just 5 walks. Franklin Gutierrez is getting an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Goody representing the tying run. Breaking ball and a good one. Missed. Ball 1.
Franklin able to get a base hit in the 8th inning of last night's game to drive in a run. Here he is again.
Goody tonight, strike out, a ground out, and a fly to center. Four runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Giants. A run on 5 hits and 1 error by the Mariners. Sweeping breaking ball for strike 1-1. Romo's been murdered. Struck out 15 of the last 27 batters that he's faced. Ichiro has to dive back. Counts 1-1. Breaking ball hit down to Pablo Sandoval. Boots it. Throws to first. Gets him. Run scores. 4-2 ball game. Yeah, for Gutierrez. Scoring on a play, Olivo.
Sandoval thinking about the double play. Ground ball comes up a little bit, hits him on the heel of the glove. He's fortunate the ball stayed in front of him, and he was able to make the play on a hustling Franklin Gutierrez, but the Mariners will pick up another run. And Ichiro gets down into scoring position at second base.
Seager's had a lot of clutch moments for the Mariners. They could use one here. He's the tying run. Belton will take care of this. The pitcher covers, wins the race. That'll do it. Mariners do get 2. They cut it in half. They still have the 9th inning to work with. 4-2 Giants. 4-2 Giants. We go to the ninth here at Safeco Field in Seattle. Time now for the Home Depot, doing more on defense. Been a great night for double plays by the Mariners. They've turned 3.
Been a good friend for Jason Vargas tonight. Brendan Ryan and Dustin Ackley staying busy back up the middle. Got a 6-4-3 double play. This is a 4-6-3 double play. And then Arias will hit into one. This is a really good one here. Ryan having to come get it. A good defense by the Mariners again tonight.
Well done. 3 of them turned tonight against or behind Jason Vargas. Sean Kelly takes over here in the ninth. He'll face 8, 9, and 1 in the Giants order. Joaquin Arias will lead off. Infield hit for him, a sacrifice fly, and bounced into one of those double plays, the third one.
Pinch hitter Christian Shearholtz coming out on deck for the Giants.
Looking ahead to the Mariner ninth, Montero, Saunders, and Smoke, the middle of the order. Kelly ahead of 1-2.
Numbers for Sean on the air: 3.63 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 20 hits, just 7 walks.
Well, he had him put away. 2-2. Popped it up. Smoke's got it. 1 out.
Look at the line for Jason Vargas. 10 hits over the 8 innings, 4 runs. They were all earned. A couple of walks, 1 strikeout, 106 pitches for Jason. 70 for strikes. A couple of home runs hurt him tonight. A solo home run by Buster Posey. There's a 2-run home run by Melky Cabrera. Take a look at Kelly. 4-seam fastball and a slider. He throws more sliders than fastballs.
Nate Shearholtz will be the hitter. He's pinch hitting for Justin Christian. First pitch. Rips it in center field. Base hit. Shearholtz, that's his 3rd pinch hit. He's 3 for 17.
And Eric Wedge coming out of the dugout.
Well, the pitching change coming up. 4-2 Giants. They have a man aboard. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. We're back to Safeco Field in a moment. Time now for our Nissan shift to the bullpen. And who does it bring?
Brings us Lucas Litke. Litke has pitched well this year out of the bullpen. Has not given up an earned run. 16 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 10 walks. I can see that number come down for Lucas, but hard to complain. 1-0 record. He has really pitched well for the Mariners.
And the Giants right now have one out. Nate Scherholtz at first. Here's his pitch arsenal.
Sinker, slider, occasional curveball, but mostly he likes to throw the two-seamer and then come back with a slider to the left-handers.
Got to get a lefty here. The man at first. And Scherholtz. It was going to be Gregor Blanco. To the top of the order. A couple of hits tonight. Runs scored, 2 for 4. Mariners have already turned 3 double plays. All 1.
Blanco having a good night, 2 for 4.
Litke's behind now, 2-0. Pitch. Hit hard. That is foul. Emphatic call by Sam Holbrook.
We have a fan on the field.
Boy, he got pounced on immediately.
I have news for you. Foul balls are not worth it.
You got that. Bruce Bochy making his way out.
He turns on this 2-0 pitch, hits it down the line. It's close, but it looked like it was foul. Justin Smoke helping out with the foul call. It's a big break for the Mariners. Scherholtz and Blanco both can run. That ball ended up staying fair. Guys been flying around the bases. Bochy's still not convinced of it.
Both said it got just a piece.
First base umpire Sam Holbrook saying you can't see it from all the way over there.
Try for the sell. He's not going to get any help from Joe West. It wasn't Joe's call. Game 2 tomorrow. Giants and the Mariners. Game number 2. Tim Lincecum, the hometown kid, comes back. He'll face the veteran Kevin Millwood coming off the 6 strong innings a week ago tonight. Part of the 6-man no-hitter. And Tim Lincecum celebrating a birthday today.
Never seen him pitch live. I'm anxious to see him.
Yeah, that's right. Last time they were here, a couple years ago, Randy Johnson pitched in 09. Lincecum did not.
No, so I'm looking forward to watching him go about his business tomorrow, even though he has struggled this year. High ERA for him at 6.
Saw him pitch in spring training, I believe it was this year. Yeah. Michael went back. He went back to the clubhouse.
I've seen many hitters wear that shin guard up around their knee when they're hitting. We saw Goody Ayers hit one off his knee earlier in the game. Typically they have it down around their ankle to protect their feet and ankle, but he has that one up on the knee area.
Lincecum turning 27 today. 2-1 to count. Mariners double play depth. Kawasaki in at shortstop now for Ryan. 2-1. Swing and miss. Good pitch by Litke.
Yeah, that's the good slider. We showed how many of them he throws. Mostly sliders from Litke, and that was well located just off the plate away. Ryan Terrio waiting on deck. Terrio 0 for 4 tonight.
Popped it up. It's playable. Should be Seager. It is. Makes the play. 2 down here in the 9th inning. You never wish you could dig into the dirt at Safeco Field. Well, now you can. Tomorrow, the first 5,000 fans leaving the ballpark after the game. You're going to pick up a free bag of Safeco Field soil. It's made from compostable materials thanks to Cedar Grove. For tickets, go to any Mariners team store or mariners.com. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Ryan Terrio. Ball 1. Catches the plate.
Santiago Casilla is ready to go out in the Giants bullpen. Hard throwing right-hander. And Montero, Saunders, and Smoke due up in the bottom of the 9th.
Pulled foul.
Casilla.
Used to be at the A's. We saw him really rush it up there. Some good years with him. Got 17 saves and a 1.42 ERA. Gets away. Bounced in there. Looks like that'll be a wild pitch.
I would agree.
2-2. Couple of wild pitches for Vargas, one for Litke now. Down to second is Shearholtz.
Giants 1 for 5 with men in scoring position tonight's ball game. Done their scoring and a couple of home runs.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. Full count.
Well, this is the guy that he wants to get. Cabrera, again, hitting .363 coming into the game, having a great year before the Giants waits on deck. He has 2 hits tonight, including a home run.
Three-two pitch. Fouled off. Dropped by Olivo. Big at bat here. Three and 2 to Terrio. Strike 3 called. He's gone. Great pitch by Litke. Get out of that jam in the 9th. Work to do here in a 4-2 Giant lead. And coming up for the Mariners, Jesus Montero, their cleanup man, the 5-hole hitter. It'll be Michael Saunders. And batting in the 6th spot, it's Justin Smoke. Middle of the order for the Mariners, down 2.
Well done. They've got their rally caps on. You put it on. I don't want to put it on. It's your hat. Mariners with the tying run potentially on deck right now. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink at the Ford Sports Desk. Coming up on Mariners postgame show, got lots for you. Highlights from around the league. Harold Reynolds, one of the best storytellers in all of baseball. We're going to connect with him. He's throwing out the first pitch tomorrow. We'll also check in with Bill's local Ford keys to the game. It's all coming up here on Mariners Post. And guys, by the way, I listened in on the conversation between Harold Reynolds and Jesus Montero. I said, hey, Jesus, you think you could throw Harold Reynolds out? He said, no way. Are you kidding me? That was Harold Reynolds who said that, not Jesus Montero.
Of course, you know it. Absolutely. All right, Angie, thank you very much. Brendan Crawford takes over at shortstop. The starter Arias, he moves from shortstop to third base. Sandoval's out. Santiago Casilla, we've seen him, Mike. He can throw hard.
Yeah, he's having a good year. A 1.42 ERA, 21 strikeouts over the 25 in the third innings. He has pitched 8 walks.
He's tied for second in saves in the National League with 17 with Papelbon and Hanrahan at Pittsburgh. Papelbon from Philly. Craig Kimbrell of Atlanta with 18 leads the NL.
Has a good fastball and mix in a slider with it. You can see what he throws. A lot of fastballs.
1-1 here to Montero. 1-2. Did put 2 on the board in the 8th. Fielder's choice. RBI for Ichiro and RBI ground out by Gutierrez.
Steady diet of sliders to Montero. They're well located too. They stomp the plate away and down. Tough pitch to lay off for a right-hander when you know he can throw in the mid-90s.
2 strikes.
See if he can find a way to get on base. Give Michael Saunders, who's waiting on deck, a chance.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Montero leading off the 9th. Mariners down 4-2. Fly ball, right center field. Right fielder, Blanco, makes the catch. Bring up Michael Saunders. Lined out hard to center, lined out hard to right, and took a called third strike. Drove in first Mariner run. Gutierrez the second. That was in the 8th inning. Casilla. Next pitch fouled off, so Saunders behind 0-2.
Good fastball from Casilla at 96 miles an hour. Again, working down in the zone.
Casilla been with the Oakland organization, was with the big club. Back and forth 04 and 09 between the big club and AAA. Off the fist, fouled back. Went to the Giants 2 years ago. Went 7-2 with a 1.95 ERA in 52 games. Last year in 49 games with 2-2 with a 1.74. Smoke on deck. Foul ball. Giants have led all the way. Second inning home run by Posey. 4th inning sac fly by Arias. 2-run homer by Cabrera in the 8th before the Mariners got on the board in the home end. 2 breaking ball, swing and a miss, struck him out, 2 down.
Well, he certainly has all of his pitches working for him after some good fastballs. Comes back with a curveball in the outside corner. 11 pitches so far for Casilla, 9 of them for strikes. First pitch strikes to both batters. McDonald Supermo, as you see Michael swinging over the top of that last curveball.
Let's hope for the Mariners. Here's Smoke. Bounce one up there. Smoke tonight. Fly to right, bounced into a double play and fouled out the third. Two and out. 2-0 to count to Justin Smoke. Santiago Casilla. San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic to the strike. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Ground ball to second. This will do it right here as Terrio throws the belt and that's the ball game. Mariners loose for the 6th consecutive time. Giants win it 4-2. The winner is Ryan Vogelsong. He goes to 6-2. The loser Jason Vargas 7-6. And Mike, it's still just an unbelievable struggle to get any kind of offense out of this Mariner ball club.
I would agree. The Mariners able to score 2 runs, but they score them late. 2 runs coming in the 8th inning. So we've been talking about they need somebody. Somebody in that lineup needs to have a big day for them tomorrow. Somebody drive in 3 or 4 runs because it's just not happening for them on this homestand.
And the numbers continue to grow. You know about the discrepancy between the home numbers and the road numbers for the Mariners. It just continues. 4-2 Giants. Brad and Bill, it's all yours.
All right, gentlemen, thank you. It's Bruce Bo.